Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Allie.
Hi there. How are you?
Everybody for joining us. I'm very good. How are you? How was your weekend?
It was great. It was great. It's
Good.
always Monday's always a hard day, but it's a good start to the week, though.
The busiest day, so it goes by really fast.
Yes,
You know.
definitely.
All right. Well, good morning. I hope everybody else had a really great weekend. We are here live today to introduce a brand new partnership to Rosie called After Pose, aka also PoseCam, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit and kind of what that looks like and what that sounds like. But Allie, I have been excited about After Pose since you and I have met. Was it last year? Or
Data driven last year.
Data driven.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And kind of what it does, and there's nothing else sort of in our market that is like this, and what this does for salons and service providers and social media managers. And so we're going to get into that a little bit also. But before we do and kind of share, because we do have something to share, do you want to just kind of open up and tell people about you and sort of how Afterpose came about and a little bit?
Absolutely. So my name is Allie. I'm the founder of AfterPose, which we are transitioning to be called PoseCam soon. So you'll notice that. But basically what I've created is a all-in-one photo marketing solution for salons and individuals, a place for them to be able to take, manage, edit, share all of their client photos in one place. As opposed to taking photos in your camera and then having to send it somewhere or move it to a different app to edit. You can do everything in one place with our app. So my background has been in photo booths, and that's kind of where the idea came from. I was calling on a salon, and they asked about initially like a before and after type experience. And the company that I was working for, which is the software that I used for my photo booths, we didn't have anything like that. So I got permission from my boss to kind of start to create this on my own. And so we've been working on it for the past 3 years. It's definitely taken a long time. I'm bootstrapping this myself, so I'm not backed with any big money. So it's taken a little bit longer, but we are finally ready and excited to finally be out in the market. Providing a great new solution for salons and as well as individuals for their photo marketing.
Sounds good. And what a great boss that you have actually to like support the opportunity that you had to say like, yes, go out and be this entrepreneur. I think that's awesome. So
absolutely. Very lucky there. So.
We do have chat available. So if anybody watching has questions as we go through this, feel free to send us a chat and we will be sure to answer any questions. But Allie, let's pop up your screen here. We can start walking through what Afterpose actually is.
Absolutely. So basically what it really is, it's meant to be like a new camera, right? For you and your staff to be able to use, right? So instead of taking pictures in your normal camera, right, on your iPhone or Android, you start taking pictures in our app. And so we built it to look and feel very much like your current like the current app that you use. You've got experiences along the bottom that you can switch between. You can, access galleries as well. But none of this is going to store in your camera roll. Everything stores up to the cloud. So that's a great thing. So your business photos are not intermingled with your personal stuff. And in addition to just taking photos and being able to manage them within, we also have the ability for you guys to be able to send photos directly to your client, a sharing page where they're able to easily share it themselves on social media. And that's with your branding already added. You can set marketing permissions so that your social media manager knows that those photos are allowed to be shared. So instead of having to chase down your stylist or your staff for those photos that they're taking, as long as they're taking the photos in our app, everything is going to store up to an online cloud. That's going to give you guys access to do that all online. So we've tried to build in some really cool tools. You can edit your photos. You can easily, quickly brand them. So instead of just sharing your images on social with no branding or anything like that, you can easily add your logos. You can force all your logos to automatically go on an image, or you can have the editing tools set on to where you can actually place your logo anywhere you want, move it around, get that positioned exactly where you want it, and then quickly share it to your social media, share it directly to the client, all within one platform.
I got a question for you, Ellie.
Yes.
Can the service provider, so say they're taking a picture of this in the app, which first of all, I love, because not having to take it on your own photo gallery, like my photo gallery always tells me that I'm out of storage and I need to delete photos. And so that's awesome, first off.
Absolutely.
Secondly, can the service provider add their own, maybe like watermark to it, but still add the salon logo to it? So it's branding to the company, but still their own personal
Absolutely.
photo?
Yes, you could have, the logo automatically apply, but still give the stylist the ability to add their own, logo that's personal to them, that can then also be added on top of the branding that's already automatically added. There's so many different ways to be able to brand this and share it all seamlessly in one place without having to, move around between different apps. That it's a really a great tool. And it helps, it helps to grow your business, because when you're sharing photos, as opposed to just sharing photos only, you get to share photos as well, with your branding already added to it. And if your stylists are sharing and they're forgetting to add your salon logo, this helps you to get, as well as, them sharing to get, to build their business, they're helping to also promote your business at the same time.
Awesome. Okay, Ellie's got a question. Are we able to download images from the app or a cloud for other uses like advertising?
Absolutely. So we've built a lot of tools within our app to help you to share to social directly. But if you have your own method, right, and you have your own tool or your own platform that you like to use, you can easily download any image that you take to get it into whatever tool that you like. We have built a Canva-like editor within the platform. And we are about to be releasing, hopefully within the next, 4 weeks or so, a TikTok-like editor that will also be all within the app. So I know a lot of people use like CapCut and things like that, where you have to record your video one place and then send it up. But with our app, you'll be able to do everything in one place. But again, if you have a preference, you will also be able to get those videos or those photos downloaded, and you can use them however you want. But with the added benefit of being able to manage them outside your camera roll and on the online platform as well.
Cool. Thank you.
So we also, one thing that we also do is we have pose guides. So if you guys are doing a lot of before and afters, when you're taking your after photo, how are you lining that up, right? With your before? Do you have a way to do that? Are you just kind of like hoping for the best, right? You're just like, I think they maybe were standing there. I think I was this far away. What we've built in is something called pose guides, where you're able to pull up previous photos that you've taken of your client and then select that photo to use it to actually like ghost on top of the image. It basically gets put on the live view of the photo that you're taking, so that you can exactly line that up. Now in this screenshot that I'm showing you here, I just kind of put our logo just kind of for reference and just showed you how that's kind of it's kind of there's it's like what's it called? Lost my train of thought on what I'm trying to say here. Transparent. Yeah, there's a transparent opacity, all of that. So just picture that as your the person's, silhouette that's on that live view, so that you're going to get that exact side by side, versus having a side by side where maybe their head's really big in one, really small in another, which might require some sort of, photoshopping, right? Or some sort of editing. With our app, it's meant for you to be able to quickly take those before and afters, put them into a layout, have your logo added immediately at the bottom, like you can see on the slide here. That would say your logo. So another thing that we've done is when you start your account with us, all you need to do is upload your logo to the system, and it will go in and replace all of the pre-built templates that we have in there that have our logo on it. It'll immediately replace it with your logo. So you guys can get started and start getting a feel for the app right away without having to worry about any design. And then as you get comfortable with it, we've built it in such a way that you can basically customize this to however it is that you want to manage your photos, you want to build out your albums. There's tons of customization and tons of opportunity for you to brand and add your own logos and your own stuff in, and your own stickers and everything that's already going to be pre-populated and ready for your staff to be able to quickly add those things on to the photos and stuff that they're sharing.
Yeah, if you're watching this right now, to just think about how hard it is as a manager or an owner or somebody to go back to all of your service providers to like gather their pictures. Like, this was a really great, did you send me your picture? Did you send me your picture yet? Did you send me your picture yet? And you're chasing them to get more artwork so that you can post it to your social. And this way it's in the app. So you or whoever is managing your social media have those images already. You don't have to keep chasing them back, and you can plan ahead for all of your social, which is so much easier.
Absolutely. I mean, we, give the ability to just schedule out your post from within the platform. So, you can post to Instagram, you can post to Facebook, you can post to X or Twitter, whatever it's called now. You can set it up to immediately post, or you can post it out, schedule it out in the future. We make it easy for your staff to be able to share to their own personal social from within the app. Also, the text that they're sending to the client, those are super easy for the client to quickly share. And then also everything going up online makes it easy for your social media manager to then share, directly to to your business Facebook, your business social, all from within the platform.
You know what else, Allie, I just thought about? This could also be really good. I know a lot of salons that have like assisting programs or associate programs or like training programs. They could also use this for cases where they're like, okay, do this X amount of work, and then, take your picture of it to show your results or whatnot. Like maybe that person's not there to actually check it, but they want to see that it was done. They could take a picture and have it in the app so they can
Absolutely.
still see those people that are doing the work. It's just another way to use it, I think.
Absolutely.
It definitely work.
There are tons of different ways to be able to integrate this into your salon, whether it be for social media posting. Maybe it's growing your e-commerce, right? So we have one of the tools that we have is a product solution where if you have an e-commerce site, you can integrate your products with our platform. So when you're texting your client their photo of their service of the end result, you can also attach product links that link directly to your store so that you can, help to generate revenue. So maybe it's, hey, these were the products that I used on you today, or maybe here's some products I suggested for you, right? You can link all of those on that microsite that's being sent out to the client so that, if they're like, you know what, I do want to buy that, or maybe they didn't have time to get that while they were in the store. It's a great way to just, gently recommend, hey, here's some of the items that we used. And then you can make more money that way.
And everybody that uses Rosie has a free e-com store, Allie. So everybody watching should be using this. Yes. And it is another way for them to promote their products in their store. So really great example.
No, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. So another thing that we're going to be talking about a lot is, using maybe client tutorials, right? Where you can show, our app doesn't just take photos, it does videos as well. So you can maybe, create or, record yourself, showing your client, right, how to style their hair, right? And then you can email that video or text that video directly to them so that they can see how they're supposed to style their hair, because nobody can get the hair the exact way that their stylist does, right? Well, maybe if you provide them a video with the information and a walkthrough of it, then that can help, and that's just an added level of service that you can provide to your client.
It's a good point too. Just before this call, I was talking to some people about reputation and local SEO, because that's something that we're hearing owners talking about a lot lately. And you saying that is a good point, because when you're scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, X, what have you, seeing just pictures of hair, people want to know and understand your business too. So you could also take pictures of, like you said, your product, use it to promote your e-commerce store, videos in your business, backroom stuff, promotions that you have going on. It doesn't have to just be before and afters. Maybe it's a transition that you did in the salon. Maybe you remodeled something in the salon and you want to show a transition, right? You could show a lot of different things that are happening.
Absolutely. It's a camera to take and manage all your business photos. So that's one of the reasons why we're changing our name from AfterPose to PoseCam, is because we're not really just about before and afters, right? We're about any type of photo that you're going to take for your business, whether it be a before and after or a series of, transformations over like a period of time, or just, hey, here's what I did today, or here's, like you said, a product. Anything that you can, do that you can quickly brand and share, all seamlessly, all right there on the spot. It's going to help you grow your business and promote yourself as well.
Mm-hmm. Really great ways to just celebrate within your team also, just being able to showcase the work that people are doing. If you shared it out and got a really great review from it, and you can celebrate that within your one-on-ones or just with everybody in the back room.
Speaking of reviews, that's another thing that you can do with our app, is when you're texting the client, right? That we allow you to add call to action buttons to what you're sending. So you're going to get the photo, you can add product links, you can have a call to action. Maybe that call to action is leave us a review, right? So maybe the month of April, your goal for that month is to try to get some more reviews online. So that can be something that you push out to your team and say, hey guys, we built the albums this week. When you're sending out photos, it's going to be putting out like a review link. So to help us grow our reviews. Those call to action buttons can really be used for anything. So you can custom tailor our app to help you promote whatever the, campaign, if you will, that you're trying to do for that month. Maybe it's, get people to sign up for a newsletter. Maybe it's, like I said, reviews or growing your e-commerce site. There's so many different ways for you to be able to take our platform and help turn it into a way for you to help grow your business and all that. So
100%. Even referrals. You could even run a referral campaign that way and say, Allie, here's your before and afters. Please share this out with your friends on social. For any referrals that you send me from this, I'll give you X off your next service or whatever it is.
Absolutely. Incentivizing them too in a way to share on their social. So when you're texting them these photos, you can say, look, if you'll share this on your social, right, then we'll give you 10% off your next service. There's all kinds of different ways that you can do that. Depends on what it is you're trying to accomplish, that month, that week. And these albums can go in and you can create and they're very dynamic and can be changed on the spot. If you need to push out a campaign, maybe your social media person designs like a really cool, border for, we just had St. Patrick's Day, right? Or like we've got Easter coming up, right? So maybe you create like a really cool Easter campaign and you push it out to all your staff and say, hey, go in this album that you're going to see on your device, take some photos of your clients today, definitely send those out. We've built out this amazing campaign. And, once that campaign's over, you can go in, or whoever's in charge of the account, they can go in and remove it from the devices. So it's not showing up anymore on the staff's device, but it is all still cataloged and available on the online platform to be managed and be shared and be scheduled out. So.
I love that. Okay, so we've shared like at least 7 different ways to be using AfterPost and PoseCam. So if anybody watching right now has other ideas that you're thinking of, ways that you would be able to use this in your business, drop it into the chat because I'm curious on it. Because I'm thinking of even more ways right now of like, you could do like a who did it better contest with your team of like, maybe it's a braid, maybe it's an updo of like whatever, and everybody takes their picture and you internally vote, or you push it externally and let your community vote of like who wore it better kind of situations. And you can have a lot of fun with it. I don't know. So if you guys have other ideas on ways that you could use a photo before, after, or any photo taking app, I'd like to hear some cool ideas.
Definitely. Sharing the photo to the client is just an extra added level of, something they're not expecting, right? A lot of times people don't want to share the photo that they took to their client because they're afraid that client's going to get their phone number, right? And then they're going to start blowing them up. One great thing is that when you're texting from within our app, it's not coming from the stylist phone number. It is coming from just a generic number. And now that number could also be one that you guys implement that's your own numbers that would allow for two-way texting. But if you're just using like our system, then it is just going to be a generic number that's going to send those texts out. But it protects the stylist's phone number. And by sharing those photos with all, that already have the branding on there, you get to control a lot about more of what your image and what your brand looks like when they share that versus, if you're not sending photos to your client, they're going out and maybe they're taking a picture in their, in their driver's seat, right after they left, because that's the best their hair's probably going to look right after, what you just did for them. Well, instead of them taking their own photo where they're not going to brand it, right? They're definitely, they might mention you, right? But they're definitely not adding your logo to it. If you're sending that stuff already out to them, so when they're getting in their car, maybe that's when they get their text. They don't need to take that photo anymore. But now they can just click a share button and send it to their social, and you're going to get all the credit that you may not have gotten otherwise by not sending that out to them.
So true. A lot of car selfies. I see them all the time.
Yes.
Which is
we're trying
great.
to start a campaign to stop the driver seat selfie. That'll be one thing that we're pushing out. You
But
know,
it's such a great compliment to the service provider, the stylist, right? They know that they're happy when they laughed. But is this a good time, Allie, to talk about, because I'm seeing add contact, and you were talking about the phone number, to talk about, because AfterPose is integrated with your Rosie Salon software account. So do we want to talk about what that looks like a little bit for people?
correct. Yes. So basically, what we do with the integration is we're basically reading the database of all your clients, so that when you're taking the pictures, right, or videos or whatnot that you're doing, you're able to assign a contact to that. What that's doing is creating a contact gallery, right? So in addition to having galleries that are associated with your album, as long as you're assigning a contact, which you would get from that integration with the Rosie integration, then you can go back and pull up that contact and see all the photos that you've ever done of that contact. And you can add notes whenever you're taking a photo. So if you want to put a formula down, or just what kind of service it was, if you're needing to communicate that with with someone that's handling your social, you can do that. This is the sharing page, what you see here. So after you take your photos of a client, you can take as many as you need to in that session. When you're done and you hit that check mark, which is the session done there on the right, it takes you to this sharing page. This is where, if you've taken multiple, you can scroll through them at the top and get rid of any that you don't want. Like somebody maybe was blinking, or there was blur, maybe it was blurry. You can get rid of any that you don't want before it's going to save. You can add that contact, right? When you add the contact, you've got the option of sending a text to them or not. So that green check that you're seeing there, that means a text would be going to go out. But by default, it's set to not have it go out, because you may still want to maybe add some logos or do some stuff to it before you send it. But if you're ready for it, if it's red, you just tap on it, it'll be green. And when you hit done, that's going to send that text out. There's marketing permissions that can be assigned here as well. What that means is, does the client say it's okay for me to share it, right? So if they say it's okay, then you'll want to leave that marketing chip green. If they say, you know what, I'd like for you to send that to me, I might share it on my own, but I don't want you putting it on your social, then you simply tap on that little green chip and it's going to turn red, and it will communicate to you, to the stylist, again, through their, gallery that they'll see on the device, but also on the online platform. There'll be a tag added to that says marketing's not allowed, so that you'll know that you're not allowed to use that. The product links are on this page as well. And this is where you would click to add those products if you want to, if you've got that e-commerce site hooked up, and you're trying to grow that. And then, like I said, also the notes.
Allie, they could even do, like, I'm just looking at this picture. They could even do like a before and after picture, but the before picture is actually the after. Maybe it's like a wedding style, maybe it's an updo, maybe it's a new color. And then the after picture is the actual products. Like maybe they put a cute little display together of the products that were used, and then it shows the style, the product, and the shopping link in there, and they can share that out on social.
Absolutely. And we're about to allow for more layout customization. Right now, it's just the before and after. It's just a side by side. But in a release that should be out in the next month or so, it will allow you to add as many photos as you really want. You can build out your layouts to have multiple, right? And you're not just going to have to be able to choose from the before and the after, experience. You're going to be able to pull from anything that you've done. So you could have a video playing in one of your, part of your layout. You could have a, before and after in another. You could have a GIF playing in another. It's going to allow you so much more customization in this next update that we'll be putting out very, very soon. So we have a lot of amazing features that we've already built in, and we've got a lot of amazing ones that are on the roadmap that are going to be coming up as well. So we're super excited, and we're going to continue to innovate and add features as we go. Anybody that comes on and starts using us, we really want your feedback, because we are early and we are new. And if there's anything that we can add or make it better, we definitely want you to let us know. We're a small company. We don't have to, jump through a lot of hoops. There's not a lot of red tape for us to implement, a good idea. If it's something that, that we know is, something that would be needed, we can get it in usually pretty quickly. So don't hesitate, if you do come on and start using us, to please communicate with us. Right now I'm doing one-on-one calls with anybody that signs up, getting you guys onboarded, spending some time with you, getting to know you. Because I want you to feel comfortable enough that you can, and everybody so far, they've all got my cell phone number. I've got people texting me. and we're chatting back and forth, and I'm helping with things, or they're telling me great ideas, and we're getting those implemented. So we're very excited. We want to be hands-on with all of our users. And so, yeah, definitely don't hesitate to communicate with us, but definitely sign up for that one-on-one call. I want to get to know you. I want to spend some time with you and make sure that you're getting the best out of our platform. So
you're going to outgrow that super, super fast. The ability to give out your content to everybody, because it's really such a great tool for people to use in their salon, spa, nails, hair, lashes, anything that you could, you're doing in beauty or wellness services. This is really awesome, Kate. I have another question. The note section that's on there, Ellie, will those notes also be sent to the customer, or that note stays internal?
As of right now, these are internal notes. So this is all internal. At some point in the future, we may make it to where maybe it's not a note section, maybe it's something different, more of a dynamic field that could be displayed, on that sharing page or to the client. But currently, it is all an internal note.
And that's okay. I just wanted to clarify that, because you mentioned like putting in some formulas, and a lot of times people hold that very near and dear, that they don't like to give their customers their formulas. So knowing that could be a safe place to put that if you did want to. But people do also share formulas on their social media, when they do creative color and they want to put out what formulas they used, is a great place to put that also. This is really awesome. So exciting.
Yes, we are very excited. It's been a long time, a long 3.5 years, but we're so excited that we're finally in the stage where we're talking about it, because there for the longest time, I didn't want to talk about it because we would go to shows, but we weren't ready. We were still getting the feedback and getting all the stuff. And it's been great this year, because all the shows that we've been going to, it's like, hey guys, let's download this. Let's get you going. We've got people signing up, and we're just super excited to finally be in that stage and are ready to, take this wherever we can take it, and we're just excited to be partnered with Rosie and working with you guys. And yeah, so.
Yeah. And we are excited as well. So, how can people sign up? I know I have let me share, there's a QR code. So if anybody is interested in looking at this more, you can scan the QR code here. This will take you to the AfterPose website, where you can book a demo, right? So what are the steps to get somebody signed up?
So, you can go on, yourself, to my.afterpose.com and sign up for an account and get started. My recommendation would be, and what I would love to do while I have the time, is for you guys to just go to that website and click book a demo, and book a 30-minute call with me. I'll take you through it. I'll do like a hands-on one-on-one with you, where I get you to download the app and walk you through a few things. And then I'll spend some time showing you the online platform and really answering any questions that you have. And then we'll just get you hooked in and get you started. So, I can offer, anybody on this call today that wants to, I can give you 30 days for free. But you do need, in order to get that 30 days free, you would need to sign up for that demo with me and just say, hey, I was on the Rosie call with you. And I want to try you guys out for 30 days. The way our pricing works, it's basically based on the number of devices that you need. So, if you just need one device for your location, it's $20 for that. Each additional device after that is just $10. So it really just depends on how many. A lot of salons are starting out with one and then growing into and adding more, right? So you can start with one, whoever, getting used to it. And then once everybody starts seeing how easy it is, then you can easily just start adding more devices on as needed. So, and
just to clarify, devices doesn't mean you're sending them something. Devices means your own cell phones in the salon. Like your cell phone is the device, or an iPad, right? Because they can use an iPad.
Exactly. There are a lot of people that have a community device and they've chosen to use an iPad as what they want, right? Mm-hmm. I personally feel like the power of this app is to put it in the hands of every user, every stylist that's going to take pictures. Now, you might have 20 stylists, but only 4 of them take pictures. Well, give it to the 4 that take pictures, and then start showing the other people that don't how easy it is. And if you've got a social media person, they can help handle it. Just say, listen, all I want you to do is go to the to the PoseCam app, take a picture, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else, because you it's then going up to the cloud and somebody else can take over. So if you're, before, I know a lot of stylists have said to me like, God, yes, I'm supposed to take pictures, but then if I take one, then I've got to send it here and I'm supposed to do this with it. And I get so overwhelmed with all the steps that are going to follow me just taking the picture that I don't even take the picture. And so, what we've tried to do is take all of that negative stuff away and say, no, just take the picture, right? If you're not good at social, if you're not good at all the things and you don't want to worry about it, just take the picture and then we can take it from here, or whoever your social media person can take it from there. But we've also tried to make it great for people that are used to taking pictures, for it to be beneficial to them as well, easy for them as well. But at the same time, they can still do some of the stuff that they've always done their own way if they want. They just take it from our app and they can always download it. But once they get in and start using all the features in there, they're going to be like, why would I ever use the other camera? Why would I want to do that? Why would I use my other method? This is just easier. It's way more streamlined. And everything is, not in my camera roll with all my personal photos either. Everything is saved to that online cloud based on however you choose to build out your album network of stuff. So
I was just gonna say, and I can attest to just how easy it is, because I do have it on my phone still when you and I were testing this out and the integration, all that on there. And it's so easy to use. You learn it. Anything new is a learning process, right? So learning it, figuring it out, taking the pictures, which is fun to do anyways. People enjoy doing it. So get on, take your pictures, play with the logos, play with the overlays on there for your before and afters, send them out, and it's just really easy tool to use.
If you know how to operate your camera now, right? Just taking pictures, going into the back end, right? Clicking on a photo, it's the same thing. So like really teaching your staff to use it, it shouldn't be much of a learning curve. The only thing that takes time to understand with the platform is just how you want to manage the albums for your business. And that's what, once you grasp that, which doesn't take that long, it's just probably the one thing that takes a little bit more time to explain, because there's so many different ways that you can build out an album and so many different levers that you can pull and permissions that need to be added. But once you grasp that, it's super easy. And, it's just, supposed to make your life easier, not harder. So.
Right. Yes. Yes, it is. Cool. Allie, thank you so much. Everybody scan the QR code, take a look at the website, book a demo, see what this actually looks like on your own. Just go and explore the website and see what this does. But if you take any before or after pictures, or any pictures at all in your business, this really is a really great tool to be able to use in your salon. Do we have one more? Here's our image right here. Take, edit, organize, share, and earn. This also comes back to full circle. Like when you share these pictures before and afters on your social media, the retention with your customers coming in, they're happier. People expect to have their picture taken now when you go to the salon and you do get your like people come dressed like wanting their before and after picture taken. It's almost like if you don't take it, they're kind of offended. Like, why didn't I get my picture taken? Like, they want that done. It's part of the experience now. So if you are doing any of those things, or if you're not, you should be. And after Pose and PoseCam is a really great tool to start using. So go ahead and scan the QR code, check it out, meet with Allie, tell her about your business, and let her learn about you, give her all the feedback she's looking for.
Absolutely.
And use the tool. So Allie, thank you so much for joining. Yeah. We are happy to have AfterPose part of our integration and our partners with Rosie for all of our users to get started with.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much for the time today. I appreciate it. Look forward to meeting with whoever wants to sign up for a call with me. If you don't want to do it, you definitely can just go to our website, go to log in, create your own account. But if you get stuck at any point, I will be available to help you. We've got chats that you can enter into as well if you need help. But definitely, I'd like to meet you. So sign up for a one-on-one call with me, and we'll get you going.
And Allie will be at Data Driven also in Denver in May. So if anybody's going to be at Data Driven, you can get a chance to meet her there also. So
we'll be at all the shows as well. So find us at premiere shows, the IBS shows. All the shows, ABS, all of them. So definitely come check us out. We'd love to meet you and sign up for a call with us if you're not going to be at those shows, because I definitely would like to meet you on Zoom or something in the meantime. So
awesome. Thanks, Allie.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. Have a
All right.
great day. Bye.
Bye.